Hello everybody, my name is Sean and welcome back to SeanPlays on Bicker Gaming. We're back, we're gonna find out, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. We're gonna find out if this guy, this wife's dude husband is innocent or not for the convicted crime of murder. Murder most foul. So we're gonna talk to the jailer. What's up, dude?
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them, but I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an
an
open mind looking at it. You're a
Could be an
Pathfinder.
accident.
I'm
I
sure
guess.
Kandros would give you access.
It could also
Maybe
not
there's
be
still
an accident,
hope.
but at the same time, like, it's a tough call, man. Let's see what Kandros has to say. Kandros, I need access to files.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ.
What if...
Excuse the mess.
Have
This
they looked at
office
the body?
fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there.
You can say that.
As far as I'm concerned,
but I don't
this
believe
case is
it.
closed.
Because have they even
Bye,
looked at the body?
Kandros. Duty
That's
calls.
like one of the most important
You
things
and me
when
both,
you're investigating a
Pathfinder.
murder is looking at the body. Because the murder, it has to line up. I'll check this data pad. I've probably checked it like 5 times, I know, I'm sorry. Okay, playback recording. Recording, there we go. Let's play back this recording, let's listen to it.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
He's not hitting
Go!
him. He's
Get him
not,
off
like,
me!
just murdering
Get
him.
him
It just
off
sounds like
me!
he's Talking. Hold the track. Leave it in the shot. Where is it? This way. Up this way. This way.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power
Upstairs?
draw is now at 100%.
Upstairs. Shaw.
Hyperion's inventory lists
Cassidy
galactic
Shaw.
scout cookies.
Hello, Miss Shaw.
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion. It's good to have you here.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
I have.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no.
Something.
Then his chest burst open.
I'll
never forget it. The look on his face was pure
Something doesn't
shock.
sit right with me with this.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the
Did
sandstorm
he
was
look like he
severe.
regretted it?
Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When
I
we
feel
found
like
him,
something's
he
up
seemed
with
in
this. I don't
shock.
feel
He
like
couldn't speak.
it's just something
He looked
doesn't. It
nauseated.
doesn't sit right with me.
Could have been guilt.
And I don't.
The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other.
I don't.
But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you.
It sounded like
me,
a
that's
gunshot
the
would make her
saddest
heart
part.
explode.
The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic.
Thank you.
If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper
What? See,
funeral.
this is what I'm saying. That's
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder
Oh,
investigation.
Tan. Are we gonna
Tan
have
wouldn't
some
allow
words,
me to go
Tan?
back for him. Said it was too
We're gonna have
dangerous.
some words.
Tempest
Oh,
report to the
buddy.
docking area at once.
Oh, buddy. We're gonna have some words, sir. You and I.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree.
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that.
I need to go to
This
Eos
one
anyway.
here.
There's a dead body on that
Eos.
planet, you see, and
How?
you decided not to go back to Charon.
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can
murder.
establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good
Ye-
Pathfinder would relish the challenge
yeah.
of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing
play
bets
games
on
with me.
people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Dick.
Where's my ship?
Thank you.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates
gonna
for
discuss
EOS will
shit
be in the
with you.
computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No. I'm fine.
Oh, don't.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I don't like Tan.
I didn't know him
Tan's a
very well,
dick.
although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative.
I'll find them.
I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human ark.
I'm aware.
We'll find them.
We have to. Tens
No,
of thousands of colonists
you don't say.
are
Of course it
unaccounted for.
does.
It paints the
Yes.
initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
Or do you
First
wanna just
murder in
keep pretending
Andromeda,
to be?
and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first.
I'm not
But
sure
I
you did it.
suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light,
Thank you.
we'll deal with it.
Goodbye.
We'll send the
talking
coordinates
to
of the
your
murder
face.
scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we
Yeah,
need
I
each
don't
other.
like you,
Our
but
futures
I'll go
depend on each other's success.
No, I don't want to go to the Nexus. I want to.
Technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling
Yeah,
end.
okay. No, that's fine. No. First murder. Okay, I got that tracked. Hey, buddy. You alright?
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky.
Why being
I thought we
paranoid?
were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Is that a lot?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Did you report it?
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned
Very
all the potential
interesting.
sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's true.
You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would
Yeah,
you,
no, I'll help
if you have
I'll help
time?
you, that makes sense.
Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels
Sure,
while I
I'll do
fix
that.
this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Well,
I'm fine.
let's try
And
this one.
I don't...
We're down here is one.
it just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful. Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel. Scanning power junction relays. This
Okay.
panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
All personnel, be aware of any
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Whoop. There we go. It's upstairs. Right there.
engineering update.
Okay.
We are working on accessing
Scanning.
power.
This panel has been tampered with.
Over here.
Send the data to Raj.
Non-relevant
Yes,
repair
Pathfinder.
requests are currently on hold until power coupling is
Yeah,
complete.
we're getting close to it. Alright. Okay. Gonna solve some sabotage. Gonna be useful.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it
Okay.
might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
So I gotta go through here.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
I know how to take a train. Yuck. There's a lot of work to find out some sabotage, guys. But it's important because if they give the main electrical systems and everything, they can kill all the colonists. Hyperion, main deck. Down. And this way. And this way. There we go. Oh, there she is. That's not too bad. Hello, madam. You sabotaging some stuff, madam?
Zara
How
Kellis.
about that?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What?
Have you now?
No, I'd never...
Do you now?
I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
Ooh.
My scans point at
That is
Raj as the
possible.
one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams.
The cameras that I found, I wonder?
Raj, you there?
That's
Yes.
what it has to do with?
How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Alright. Back to the other ship. Back to the other ship. The operations. Oh man. It really is a lot of travel to figure out some sabotage. But I want to do it. And then I want to finish the other investigation. Alright. There's the footage. Yep. Yeah, I think this is the place. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can find.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further
This file is useless. Let's check another.
Joy.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Oh, there we go.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted.
Probably,
Definitely
yes.
not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Somebody working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion.
Alright.
You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Well, let's start
Got it.
scanning then.
disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
Is it inaccurate or accurate?
Inaccurate match.
Is it inaccurate? Otherwise I'd probably find it. Makes sense. Let's do it. Okay.
Biometrics do not match.
I need to go down. Do I have to go back on the Hyperion? Really? Man. So much travel! One stupid quest.
Report to the docking area
It's
at
a lot of back and forth. I don't know how I like it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Back on the train. Back to the habitation dock. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Alright. Last guy.
Biometrics do not match.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Scan
Hey, buddy.
results show a partial positive. Target is
Dale Atkins, right?
Oh,
we need to
that's cool.
talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people. Killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that
Boom.
decision.
That lot make a
Alright,
decision.
we solved the mystery. And we leveled up. So let's put our points, let's put some points together. I like having our be full combat, because this is useful. Max health, max shields, 3 points, I can do the 3rd level, and get an extra holster. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay. And then I think that I've got points as well, do they? Yeah, Leon has 2, Cora has 2. So to charge, let's do night shields on her, let's do health. Yeah. Okay, and then Liam, we'll put, put point in that, and we'll put, I can't do overload yet, and then we'll save a point. Yeah. Alright, I like that. Okay, well thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to leave this episode here. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Please check out our Patreon and our Discord, and again as always, thank you so much for watching. It does mean the world to Rob and I. So until next time, when I go back and we probably get stuff together, go to EOS and get the body of the guy, and then do whatever we need to do on EOS. But until then, I'll see you then. Bye-bye!